Jeff Gordon has come in for a 4-tire pit stop. He is still a lap down and will have a tremendous amount of catching up to do. It was very obvious here last night that Jeff Gordon, whose shop is just across the road in Pittsboro, Indiana, has a huge local following. Let's meet the kid and talk about his season.
For several years, Jeff Gordon was the class of the competition here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, winning regularly and making quite a name for himself. By the end of 1990, Jeff figured he'd gone about as far as he could go in open-wheel racing, and he began a new career in stock cars. In 1991, driving the Bill Davis-owned Ford Thunderbird, Jeff was named Rookie of the Year. This year, he won his first race at Atlanta, has accumulated 7 poles, 1 other victory, and has led more than twice as many laps as anyone else. Despite the success, it's been perhaps his toughest year in racing. Incidents at 2 recent races dropped Jeff out of the top 5 in points. And it's provided him with some valuable lessons about running for a championship.
Even though I've been in the Busch cars for over a year now, I'm so used to wanting to just drive right to the front and win that race. And there's still a point where you got to say, hey, you know, definitely want to finish this race. Try to make it a top 5. If you got a chance for the win, the win.
Jeff admits that with every lap he runs, there comes a new learning experience. He learned that controversy can be a bigger story than winning. That's what happened earlier this year when Jeff announced that he'd be running in Winston Cup next year for Rick Hendrick in a Chevy, not a Ford.
A lot of people jumped the gun and said Jeff Gordon's been brought up by Ford Motor Company over several years, and I think, first of all, they have done a lot for me in the last year and a half, but that's as long as I've been involved with Ford, and there weren't any contracts, or, you know, we had talked, and yes, I wanted to stay in a Ford, and we were going to try to continue working with Ford, but there were no definite decisions on what Jeff Gordon was going to be doing in 1993.
But in Jeff's mind, 1993 was the year he wanted to go Winston Cup racing. He says he didn't sign with Hendrick because of the money, but because they both share a burning desire to win. To them, the team is the most important thing. Hendrick is building a new shop for Jeff, who will have as his teammate another former open-wheel star, Ken Schrader.
There was so much that went into making this decision, and you know, I don't think that I just one week Rick Hendrick says, here, you know, I want you to drive my car, you know, and he did not offer me millions of dollars, not upfront, not long term. You know, money was never even spoken until after I had already made the decision that, you know, I want to go with this team, with these people, with these motors, with these cars, because I feel that that's going to be the best package for Jeff Gordon for 1993 and so on.